Right, 1450, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score. Our opponent, 2700 games of rapid, so that's very good. Goes knight f6, so that's what I normally do, isn't it? But shall we maybe do d4 to start with? Could be a d4 game, but I quite like this setup, even if it's not an actual traditional reti opening, so I'll play it anyway. You'll see this type of setup in lots and lots and lots of my games. So let's just get castled. If he plays knight down, we can play knight up to guard here. So, oh, he's going queenside. That's what that tells me. What do I want to do about it then? Anything, nothing. Pawn up takes. Knight out wide to hit the bishop. Maybe fly forward, depending on what he does. Actually, no. I think I'm going to bring my knight up. I'll go here and hit the queen, I think. Get the pieces up straight away. I'm looking at knight out wide, hit the bishop. He can do all sorts. He might just want to castle immediately. He's cut out this move, logical, but we've got this idea. So let's come out wide and hit the bishop, but we're trying to just prepare e4 to play e5. If he goes here, we've got the option to take. He's gone back. So if we push now, takes, 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 and takes. He can grab a pawn. It's not brilliant, so maybe if I go here and hit the queen, where can his queen actually run to? He's a little bit short of squares, but he's got one here, or here. I've got knight here as well to come round, but bishop up here. Have I then got a follow-up? I'm not sure I have. So I just play a nice slow rook across, just preparing to push the pawn. I'm still looking at this. Yeah, he has gone queenside. Okay. I'm going to play knight out wide and try and get rid of this bishop. He's playing it rather well for a 1450, isn't he? But I say we always check everybody off camera once the games are done. Let's come in and hit the bishop, see if he drops back. I'm still looking at bishop up. It gives him a target. But right now the queen's now a little bit boxed. If he goes here, the queen can't actually run, and he's actually spotted it. He's managed to spot it. He's done well there. Okay, let's get rid of the bishop then. He spotted a potential. That's all it was really, but he spotted it, so he's done well. So now if I take here, knight takes, bishop up. It's got to be right to get rid of the centre pawn and try and open things up for my queen and bishop, but where do I actually go? I'm going to play here, I think. I'm going to go c3 just to give the queen scope to go this way, as well as trying to come this way. Depends what he does and how he tries to expand on the king's side. Knight's a bit out of play. Okay, he's gone back. So bishop up I could do, but I'm not a massive fan of that move. I could go here and see if he goes here. If he pushes, I'd be pretty happy to take. I think that would be quite good, but could go wrong. Could do. Let's do it. Let's come right up and hit the knight. But yeah, he's playing terrific so far. But he's playing terrific rather quickly. He is indeed. I'm going to bring my knight back. I don't want to leave the knight out there. It's a target. If the knight moves, I'll happily trade the bishop. It doesn't. So if I drop back, he's going to fly forward. So let's come back 2 then. We can see what's coming. It's what can we do about it? If he pushes here, we have got bishop up, and we can trade the bishop for one of the knights. He's played knight forward. Now does that give me bishop up here? He's got these 2 moves, and I think he's fine. I need to open it up in somewhere. I don't quite see how. What about just queen up? If takes, he's going to get an attack, but I don't see anything better. So let's go here. Just so I can take back, and then I must have a square somewhere for the queen. If I do h3 to kick the knight, it just becomes a weakness for later on. He does take, so I'll take back. I'll probably try and bring the rook across, but does it matter which one? That's a potential weakness, so he's come across. So let's get the queen off that firing line, prepare e3 maybe. Oh, there I can take. That's a pawn. He might have missed it. That was covered by the knight and the queen, so it should be good to take here. I don't see any tactic. It doesn't mean there isn't one. He's going to get the rook on the open file. He guards his pawn. Okay, now it feels like I should bring this rook across and put pressure on the pawn. So 3 attack it and 2 defend it. If he pushes, I think I'm fine to take, but he does get his knight forward. If we pin, okay, he's played rook forward to guard. So have I got a good response to that? Is queen up a move? Queen back is a move. What about here or here? If I go forward, has he got a good reply to that? I guess he goes here. Looks dangerous. So if I come back, if he pushes, I'm happy to take, and it's solid, right? Knight takes, pawn up. Ah, maybe it's a mistake. So here, yeah, maybe it is a mistake. Here, rook across, swing over, something like that. Or maybe even back here. What's wrong with this? Oh, well, that gives him rook here. I don't know where to go here. I'm going to come all the way back. I'm going to try and play a move like e4 if I can and open things up. Activate my rooks, because this is a kind of a dangerous concept. He's played it so well and so quickly as well. Dangerous game. So he's played across, but can't I push now and give the pawn back then? Now say he takes with the rook, we're happy we take with a bishop. If he takes with a pawn, we can take knight takes. So up, give the pawn back, takes, knight takes, maybe queen up. 3 would attack it. He can defend though, can't he? He can indeed. But it feels like something I should probably do. Open it up, simplify. Might be a mistake, might be. What about this one then? It goes against my instincts pushing this pawn, but I'm going to do it. It goes against my instincts. I'm already down. I mean, he can take this one as well, and then I'm going to get active. I'll try and get the queen off the board. But this would get loose if he grabs this one and trades, but he might do. But I'm going to try and chuck things up the board, and you know, it's not my normal style of play, but I'll take a bit of a risk. Especially as we're 2 minutes down on the clock. But yeah, if he takes on e2, I think rook takes, queen takes, and then maybe just rook takes d5. Trade, possibly. And then it's whether the bishop's better than the knight. We'd still be the pawn up, but we could just ignore the pawn for now and try and get the queen off the board. Take a lot of the risk out and then trust that I can outplay him in the end game. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Maybe it can go wrong. But it's obvious I'm trying to play b5 and break the pawn structure up. He'll be aware of that. I could do b5 takes and then a4. He's dropped the knight back. So this is an actual move now, and he can't take now because of the pin. And if he pushes, we're fine. So I think he's just allowed e4 there. So I can play that quickly. He can't take now. The rook simply vanishes. And if he takes here, the rook vanishes for the bishop. And it covers the knight jumping here as well. And we're threatening to take here and trade things off. I've still got to be careful and pay attention just so I don't blunder one of these back rank pieces. So he's come up. So takes. If he takes, I take and I'm covered. If he goes with a knight, I'm happy to get rid of it. Or the rook first. He has gone with the knight, so I can take. Or I can take here first. But if I trade everything, it should be good for me. I think I want rid of the rook first. And then the knight. I'm only a pawn up though. Only a pawn up, but it should be a better endgame. It depends what he does here. He has gone with the rook. So trading should be good. And then queen up, just to make sure everything is guarded. So I think I just go here for now. And then hope I can outplay him somewhere and not get some sort of repetition. It could happen. h4 looks natural. He's come forward. Now does it matter if I go 1 or 2 here? Well, actually I could go c4, couldn't I? Let's push this pawn, get a tempo attacking the queen. And then I've always got pawn here if he drops back, or I could even push this one. So he's gone across. Okay. I'm going to give him a chance to go here because that should be winning for me as king's too far away, I think. I need 3 moves. Well, maybe he's just about in time, but I've got the extra pawn. So this should be good for me with a broken structure. So he hasn't done that. So how do I do this? Let's chuck the... Oh, this is where I've got to be a bit careful, though. I'll chuck the pawn trying to go here. But if he gets the check and wins a pawn for free, it could scupper things up. But we're going to try and push pawns and either open things up or go the other way and trap his king in one or the other, depending on how it pans out. But he's got that centre control with the queen. I could do with challenging that, but without blundering a pawn for free. Queen here. Like I say, here, I'm happy to trade. That gives me a chance to push here, but I think a move like queen here, and I'm threatening simply to check and get the queen off the board. So here, or here now, he might just push. Takes, takes, then I don't have the check I want. Here, that's the likely move. Then what do I do? Yeah, I'm going to go here. It covers this square if I push this pawn up, so he doesn't have a check here. Man, he would have one there. That's where I've got to pay attention. He wins this pawn. I think he has to go... Oh, he's pushed the wrong one. That gets the queen off, and that should win the game. He's pushed the wrong pawn. I think he had to push this one. And now I can just push here and trade, right? Or I can drive his king back here. Say he goes back here, locks it down. Yeah, it's got to be right to push a pawn. I think this one, drive him back. Now, is that a threat? Takes, takes. It might be. If I go here, he gets a tempo here, though. Here. Say a king in, takes, takes. I'll probably go here then. Takes, here, here. Yeah, I think I go e4 first. I might be wrong with this, because this is a chance for him to power through. But if I go here now, he gets the extra move here. Here, he's in time, so I go here. Yeah, he has to try and work with these pawns here. He's just lost now. Yeah, he had to try and work with these pawns, and he's realised that now, but I'm too close to getting another queen here. Okay, how do I get this pawn? That's what I'm looking at. Let's throw a check in and keep this one. Oh, now I can check here and get this back pawn and split them. That should be good enough. Oh, that's checkmate. And look, he's played a terrific effort, Andy, there. Really, really terrific. Let's pause so we don't accidentally start another game. We have a bit of a suspicious account up here somewhere. Where is it? There was one there earlier when I checked. It might have disappeared, actually. They might have removed it. They might have done, there was a suspicious account up there. They might have removed it. So let's go back here. 51 moves. They're the move times for both players there. Let's request an analysis. I just want to see if I was actually winning in that end game as well as the opening here. Or whether he did actually have a theoretical draw, you know, with correct player. Hopefully I've calculated it okay and I was doing alright. But one of them positions, just one little wrong move and an easy win suddenly turns into a difficult win or a draw. Indeed, it looks like I've blundered something back here, doesn't it? From plus 5.5 down to 0.7, so we have blundered it away a couple of times. Got a few blunders each here. Actually, I've blundered more than my opponent, 2-1. So 89 versus 84 on the accuracy, but we've been better or level the whole game, but we've still been throwing blunders in. So let's have a quick flick through. I'm just trying to play a few more d4 games now rather than the actual traditional reti with the c4. So he's gone for this dangerous setup. Yeah, I should have developed the bishop here. That was the other move I was looking at. Trying to trap the queen. I didn't see a continuation though. The engine does recommend queen to b4. So that was the best move to do here. You see, not a lot being flagged for either of us here. Like instead of c3, I should have dropped the knight back immediately. But there's no real mistakes, not real mistakes being flagged for either of us here. This is all okay. Now instead of b4, yeah, I should have been a bit more cautious with e3, a bit more solid there, instead of breaking the pawn structure. But now e4 was good. E takes was a mistake, though. I should have played f4. Oh, that might be why I've had a blunder. I might have had his rook trapped, or a rook for an a pawn and a bishop. I might have had it trapped there for the exchange. I guess he could go here. What's the idea? F4, rook h5, then take, or we attack the queen, I guess. So we get a second pawn. Okay, that's a bit sloppy there. I should have seen that, shouldn't I? It's a little bit dangerous opening your king's defences, but still a bit sloppy there. Now I should have played c4 here. That's why I've blundered just taking there, simplifying. I've got the pawn push, and if you move the knight, you simply lose the rook because it's not protected. That's really, really careless, especially in a rapid game. Okay, I'm down on the clock, but I've still got 5 minutes. So that's why I've got a blunder there. But I'm still plus something better. And then I blunder here with a4. So, yeah, I should have played the queen here immediately instead of the following move. So I've allowed him one of these triangulation moves. Queen here. He's hitting the pawn. Okay. So instead of pawn down, queen d3 on the next move, which I did play. And then he's blundered with g4. Now I thought he needed to push this pawn there. A5 was apparently the best move. A5. And then maybe I'm no longer in time to trade the queen off. I'd have to take, I guess. A5, yes, take. Then F4, indeed, the correct pawn. G4. King down, H3. Let's turn that engine on and see what the eval is doing this. Oh, we're still better. We're still +3 better. Take, check, king H2. Yeah, we're +4 better, actually. So in this line, as long as we find the moves, we are still +4 better. So I've kind of playing the right moves, but not necessarily in the right order, aren't I? So the general concept is there, but the execution isn't quite good enough. But from this position, it's completely winning. He had to work on this side, but as it turns out here, in this position, I'm still +6, +7 better. So for the rest of the game, it's all comfortable. And we're getting a queen a lot sooner than our opponent possibly can. We just have to stop his pawns here. Then in this position, yeah, if he comes forward there, or he collects a pawn, we were just going to take this pawn and split these two, and then I've got another queen to come as well. But that's a really good effort by my opponent there, though, isn't it? So very well done.